Hi guys, in today's video I want to do a review for you of a sort of random colour for Victoria Beckham. It's the Sour Apple. This actually isn't technically available at the moment. It's a colour she brought out in the summer, I think it was. She brought out a range of quite sort of vibrant colours, which is kind of unusual for her brand, is all fairly sort of muted colours. And these ones were sort of bright, and this is the Sour Apple. It was actually one of my subscribers mentioned that they had put the perfect green colour, because I was moaning about the olive colour not being green enough basically, and they were saying that they bought the Kiko green eyeliner. So I googled it, and when you google that one, I've never heard of Kiko as a brand, and yeah, I googled that and it came up with the Victoria Beckham Sour Apple. So if you click on the link by googling it, it then takes you to the Victoria Beckham website and you can add it to your basket. But if you go to the Victoria Beckham website otherwise, it's not there. So I don't really know. I assume that it is still available and maybe they'll just bring it out again in the summer, but I don't really understand why they would take away one of their products. It doesn't, like, why not just leave them available all the time? Anyway, also if you follow my channel, you know that I'm a bit annoyed with them for putting up their prices, but at the moment it still seems to be £30. It was £26, now it's £30. I'm trying to get over it. And they said they were going to put up their prices and they haven't put it up further than £30, so I'm hoping they just retrospectively said they were putting their prices up. Or it was a really just terrible marketing scheme to say they were putting their prices up and try and make you buy things in before the new year when they were putting them up. Either way, hasn't really affected whether I buy them or not, other than just that I will just wait until sales, basically, it seems now, because there's still colours that I want to buy, so I'm not even going to give myself any more, that I'm not going to buy any more of them. Anyway, this is the Sour Apple one. It's a very bright green. I'll do a swatch for you. So this one I fear is almost too green. I'm wearing it now though, I'm a bit undecided about it. Like you can see, the swatch is very green. It's almost Kermit green, in a good way. Like for dated sort of in the summer, and like if you're, like party outfits type thing, I think that will be nice. But I don't know if day to day it's a bit green. But then like last few days I have been wearing it, and this is what it looks like on. And I actually am quite liking it. Like, no one has sort of looked at me weirdly like I'm wearing green eyeliner. So I think in a way you can get away with it being fairly subtle. I mean, I just wear like the one line on my eyes, so it's not too sort of overwhelming. But I am liking it basically. It also is quite a good way of showing your, I don't know if you can see, your eyelashes more, because I'm going to do a review in a minute, because there's some lash serum that I've been using, and for the first time ever I'm noticing that actually I'm quite liking my lashes and this is helping to show that. I'll sharpen it also for you now, because I know that loads of people are having problems with the sharpening, and I've done a video and I mention it in every of my Victoria Beckham pencil ones, because I know so many people have trouble sharpening it. This is, I don't think I've sharpened this yet. I know I must have done, but when you first get it, it looks like it's plastic, but it's not plastic. It's just a normal pencil. I'm going to sharpen this one also because the wood is starting to sort of poke me in the eye. But you literally just put it in the sharpener and turn it. I think there was a batch of faulty sharpeners that meant that people couldn't sharpen their pencils, but it does sharpen. You just have to use any old pencil sharpener basically. I do find that I prefer the Victoria Beckham ones though, and they were just sending out new sharpeners, but someone mentioned that they aren't doing that anymore, so I don't know why they're not doing that anymore, and I don't know why they haven't done any research into their own products to find that so many people are having trouble with it, because it's just terrible. Like, you should not be selling premium eyeliners and people can't work out how to sharpen them. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, also one of the things, when Victoria Beckham did release these, I watched a video and she had layered it over the top of cocoa, and I'll try that in a minute, just swatching it on my hands with the different colours underneath. I think is probably the best way. And I have tried it with like Sequin Green. I've got a few of them I'll try in a second. I'll just show you me putting it on first, because it's the same as all the Victoria Beckham ones. They go on so smoothly, and it is a really nice colour actually. Like, I sort of swing between thinking it's too green and being actually really happy with the colour. I feel like I just want maybe an eyeliner that is green on every level of the green spectrum for some reason. It's because I've got green eyes, so I want it to sort of match, and I feel like this one is maybe too green for my eyes, like my eyes are not this colour green. It's very confusing being me. But as you can see, it goes on really lovely, and it's as smooth as they all are. I find the satin ones rather than the shimmer ones, this is satin, sorry, matte, but some of them are shimmer and some of them are sequin, and the sequin ones have got like glitter in them, and I find those ones don't go on as smoothly, and they do leave glitter around the place. So I don't think I would buy any more of the glitter ones. I'll show you that now actually. The Sequin Green, I think this is Sequin Green. So I'll show you, that's what the Sequin Green looks like normally. See, my gripe with this one, as you can see, is it's barely green at all. Like you can't even really, well there you can slightly see the green to it, but I'm going to try putting the apple over the top and see how that goes. See, that does. But again, it's not the same colour, if you know what I mean. It's a much sort of brighter green, but not in the same, I don't know how to explain that. Do you know what I mean? It's like a sort of like a bright green over a khaki type green. But actually that does work a bit better to make the sequin green a bit greener. But I fear that then it would take away the sequin. I'll also try it over the top of olive, which again is more of a khaki colour. So this is olive. Try this one over here. That is a bit more green. You can't really tell, but that is a bit more green. But again, it's sort of like a foresty type green rather than a bright green. So now we'll try the apple over the top of that. I don't even really know what to make of that. I think I prefer the sequin green actually with the apple over the top. I'm wondering actually if I'm doing this too quickly and that is sort of smudging into it, but then I guess that's what we want. Yeah, see now actually that sort of dried a bit, and in more like direct light, or less direct light I guess, it's actually looks okay mixed with that one. It's just making it a slightly more green, sort of foresty green, which I think I prefer. Oh, I don't know. There's pros and cons I guess to both. So this is with the sequin green, this is with the olive, and this is original. I'll try it with the cocoa as well because that's what she was saying to do. So this is the original cocoa brown colour. I don't know whether to wait or just go straight in. Do a bit of both maybe. So that is the original brown cocoa colour. And then we'll try putting apple. If I try the bottom half straight away and then the top half. Yeah, see straight away you can feel how they sort of mix together. But actually, I don't hate that either. I think maybe I just need to experiment on my eyes, like with these different options, because that does make it a bit greener, obviously. I don't know, I kind of want to wait a second and let cocoa dry a bit and then try it on the top part of the cocoa, because this bit is just cocoa original as it were, and then this bit I've put the apple over the top, but before I let it set. So I think at the moment I quite like the sequin green probably the most, and that actually with the apple over the top is probably the colour that I was hoping it would be. So maybe that is a solution, but also like I say, I am actually quite liking it as is. I'm just going to wipe the end of this off so there's no cocoa still stuck on it, because on her, like she showed a video of her using wearing cocoa with green over the top, and it looked the colour that I want it to be. So I don't know if that is still not sort of set yet, which is odd because it doesn't normally take this long. Right, so I'm going to just go over the top of the bit at the top here of the cocoa. Yeah, that's a bit better. You can see it's a brown underneath with a green over the top, which I guess just adds a little green hint to the brown basically, so it's like a browny green. I don't know, like this one here, like I say, is the sequin with the apple over the top, sequin green with sour apple over the top. This is the sour apple original. This is olive with the sour apple over the top, and this is cocoa with the sour apple over the top. So I think of them, I'm now thinking this is my favourite, the olive with the sour apple over the top. But I feel like there's a time and a place for all of them, to be fair. So all in all, I'm glad I got it, and I probably would repurchase it. Yeah, that's the end really. The only other thing that annoys me about these pencils is that they put the name of the colour. It's not super obvious. This one is better because it's like quite a bright green colour, but some of these are very similar colours, and so the little band around it that tells you what colour it is, for me, is not really good enough because I can't actually tell which one it is that I'm looking for. And also they put the name this side of the pencil, so that says sour apple here, and that is the end that I'm going to sharpen. So like with my fig one, that is sharpened, I don't know if you can read that, it says it at the end basically. My fig one, that is sharpened down to below there, I can't tell anymore, only because like it's fairly, well, it's not even fairly obvious from the pencil that it is fig colour. So it's really annoying basically. I wish they would put this the other way around, or put something on it other than there. Like I feel like it should say the name around the band, or the lid should be a different colour or something. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, that's Sour Apple from Victoria Beckham. £30 now. You can only get it on the website if you Google. You can't even Google Sour Apple Victoria Beckham actually, which I just tried to do. You have to Google Sequin Green eyeliner, and then it will come up with the Victoria Beckham option, and if you click on that link it will take you through to the website. Anyway, that's it from me today. If you've enjoyed this video in any way, then please like and subscribe, and thanks for listening. Good night.